Alright guys, today's video is a first impressions. This is the look that we got out of it. There's a lot of items that I think are going to turn into holy grails, so I'm really excited about that. So if you want to see how to get this look and get my thoughts on some of these first impressions, please keep watching. Alright, let's dive into this. So I have this whole box of first impressions like I usually do. I collect stuff when I get PR and things like that I want to try out for you guys on camera, and you guys seem to really like it, so I'm going to keep doing it. And I have a full face of first impressions, but most importantly, we're going to be talking about Urban Decay's new Backtalk launch. I'm so excited for this, and I hope that it is everything that my dreams are made of. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so for primer today, we're going to be using the NYX Honey Do Me Up Primer. I'm a little scared of it. It smells delicious, like honey, appropriately enough, and vanilla. I really hope that doesn't make me break out, because that was pretty oily. It doesn't have anything else on the bottle but the name, but supposedly it has little gold, real gold flecks in here which brighten your complexion. So do I look more bright? It's pretty tacky, which is great, so hopefully my foundation will stick well on it. For foundation today, I received the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Perfector Blurring Skin Tint with Sunscreen, and they sent me two shades, 4 and 3. I feel like 3 is probably going to be more my color at the moment, but I will keep 4 on hand just in case. It smells delicious. This is really right up my alley right now because I've been mixing my full coverage foundations with moisturizer lately. Not because I don't want the full coverage, but my skin's been so dry that all my full coverage foundations have really they just sink into my lines and they don't wear well throughout the day. And I've had a lot more luck with doing my foundations mixed with moisturizer and then just using a full coverage concealer on my trouble spots. And so I'm really loving this. It smells amazing. It's the perfect amount of light coverage, so I can go in and spot conceal with concealer. And it feels like it's sitting really nice on my skin. So far I really like the way that it's settled. Nothing's in my fine lines, but it still has enough coverage that it's evening out my skin tone. So first impression on that is I really like it. I'm going to obviously wear it a little bit and let you guys know my final thoughts on that wear. Okay, so next we're going to go in with, I have NYX Studio HD Concealer, their new concealers, and I'm going to go in with shade number 3, because I'm always so pale. That is super pink. A lot more pink than I anticipated. Let's try 4 and see if that has a better undertone for me. Oh yeah, that's much better. It's a little too dark for me, but the undertone is a lot better. Both of these actually are a little dark for my skin tone right now. Which is usually how that goes. You can still see a little bit of the blue in my inner corners here, but I think it's okay and I'm just going to leave it. Next, for my powder, I have the new Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh powder. If you watch my Insta stories, my husband does all my unboxings, and he's hilarious, and he just does not understand Hydra Mist and how something can be a powder and hydrating. So, Becca, if you're watching this and have any input for him, he's awfully confused. So it's just a little translucent setting powder, and it comes with a kabuki brush. It really is wet when you put it on.
What is this sorcery?
So it feels wet, which is the most bizarre feeling I've ever had, but it's not wet on my skin. It just feels wet when you're putting it on. I don't understand this. When it dries, it almost feels tight. Like when you get out of the shower after you've washed your face and you need to put moisturizer on, which is probably kind of the opposite of what this wants to do. I'm not sure. The powder itself looks really nice. It doesn't look heavy or cakey on my skin or around my nose, so I'll just leave it and see, but it does feel super funny on my cheeks. Okay, so next I'm going to try out this Bare Minerals Bare Pro powder foundation, but I'm going to be using it as a bronzer. So it looks like this. They sent me all their new foundations and concealers, which I was super stoked to try out, but they sent me all really dark shades, which even in the summer I'm not very dark, so I can't actually use them as foundations, so I just put them in my makeup artist kit, but I can use this one as a bronzer, and it looks like it's going to be really nice, so hopefully it actually performs well as a bronzer, and I don't just look dirty. It's a really nice color. It's not too warm, but it does warm my face up just a little bit. So for blush, I'm going to be going in with the Backtalk blush side, and they have Cheap Shot and Double Take as their matte blushes, and Low Key and Party Foul as their shimmer blushes slash probably highlights if you're a little bit darker than I am. They're going to be too dark for me as highlights, but that's okay. So I'm probably going to go in with Double Take right here, this color. I think it is stunning. The Low Key and Party Foul highlighters, they'd also be really great as blush toppers. Do I look like a clown yet? The answer is yes. Those are super pigmented, but the color is really, really lovely. Okay, and for highlighter, I have this NYX Wonder Stick. It's like a highlight and contour stick. I'm going to go in with this highlight side. It's obviously not as bright because it's just like a cream. But it's still really nice. Even on camera you can see that. So I am going to try one of these highlights, Party Foul, right here. Just see what it looks like over top of that. That doesn't actually look too dark for me. Reflects a tiny bit pink, but actually that's super, super beautiful. Okay, Urban Decay. So far so good on the Backtalk palette. Not that I'm surprised. Okay, so now we're going to head into brows. So I have all of these new Ferocious brow pencils from the Balm that I'm super excited to use. So we're going to jump right into it. So the first one I'm going to use is their blonde one to get the front of my brows. So I really like that. It's probably a little too blonde for my hairs and a little ashier than that color, so now I'm going to go in with their light brown shade. making little hair-like strokes. I just waxed my brows, so they're in pretty good shape right now. That's really nice. Okay, so this is my brows using that Ferocious Brow Pencil. It's so similar to the Anastasia Beverly Brow Wiz, which obviously means that's right up my alley because that's my favorite brow pencil. So I would definitely say this is just as good as the Brow Wiz, which is awesome because I love the Balm and I like almost all of their products. So yes, well done. I guess it's time to really go in depth here with the Backtalk Shadow Palette tutorial. So I am going to be going in with this shade Backtalk. My only disappointment with the shadow is that there aren't a ton of transition shades. This is really the only matte transition shade. I wish one of these two had been matte so that we could have more of transition shades to create more versatile looks. But otherwise, it's pretty much just that Backtalk color. So that's the color I'm going to take on my IT Cosmetics 105 Fluffy Blending Brush and just work into that crease. I'm really excited to put the Naked 3 palette together with this palette because I think they're going to make some really beautiful complementary colors with the rose golds and the pinks and purples. Okay, so now I have that outer corner with that pink, which I really like. So I am going to take this skinnier blending brush here and kind of work this color attitude in the crease. More like the outer V, really. We're going to do a really pretty spotlight halo eye, so I'm going to take that color attitude and put it in the inner corner. This is so pretty. I'm going to take this brush, which is my eye shading Sigma E55 brush, with this color shade. It's this purple. It is so pretty. Not as pigmented as I thought it was going to be. Then I'm going to take that fluffy brush that we used in the beginning with the same Backtalk transition shade. Just kind of blend all that out. I'm also going to take that Backtalk shade right under my eye. I'm patting that purple on with my finger for some extra pop. The brush wasn't really doing a great job. I'm a little disappointed that that purple isn't really purple. It's really more of just a hot pink when you put it on your eye. But it's not the end of the world by any means. I'm going to take some more of that Attitude second color that we used and bring that into the crease one more time. It's more of a peachy color and I really like it. So I'm going to take that brush we used for shade, that purple color one more time. Just bring it under the eye. And then I have this liner that they sent in the same package as Backtalk, and it's their 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Heartless. And I'm going to put that in the inner corner here. And my waterline. And I'm also going to put it right on the center of this halo. I'm just going to take my finger and blend the edges. And I'm going to take, okay, my camera accidentally stopped recording, which was awesome, but for this halo I ended up taking just a little bit of this Party Foul highlighter that we used. Just stabbed my highlighter, so now it has a nail mark in it. I'm taking this highlighter and just pressing it right on top over the liner that I put down, and then I also pressed it right over the inner corner and a little bit underneath my brow bone. And then I did throw on some new lashes, and these are like $5 from Amazon, and they're really cute. They're the Eyeshadow lashes. They come in a super sketchy package, but they're like 20 of them for like $5. So I thought, what did I have to lose? So I actually think they look really nice. I really like how flared they are at the end, and they have a super thin band, which is my favorite, and it's so easy to apply, so I'm digging it. I'm not going to do liner today because I think the lashes look so good on their own with this halo eye, so I'm going to leave it. And I'm going to go in with this Backtalk lipstick. It's their Comfort Matte lipstick. It looks like this. It's like the most beautiful pink shade. Most people I know aren't a huge fan of lipsticks as opposed to liquid lipsticks. I still really like them though. That is lovely, and it looks so nice with this eye look. I am digging it. Okay, that is just really, really, really nice. I love the way that applied, and it's matte but still creamy, which I think is like ideal in a matte lipstick, so I love it. As for my final opinions about Backtalk, I really, really like it. I knew that I was going to like it before this, so I might have gone in a little bit biased, but I loved the formulas. I think the only thing, my only complaint, major complaint, is that I wish this color shade was a little bit more pigmented than it was. So I'm going to have to test the other dark colors to make sure that they're as pigmented as I like them to be as well. But other than that, that's really my only complaint. I really liked the other, these shades, as the highlighter and blush shades as well, I thought were really nice. And I just think overall it's a great palette. It's going to definitely be one I like to travel with because it has my blushes all in one, which is something I love, and these are colors I'll use all the time. So I really like it. I think it's worth it to me to pick it up just as much as it was to pick up like my Naked palettes, in particular Naked Heat, because some of the other Naked formulas aren't great, but Naked Heat was awesome, and I feel like this mimics some of those formulas as well. So that's my 2 cents on the Backtalk palette. And yeah, so this is kind of my face of first impressions. I loved this foundation, first impression. I'm obsessed with it. I'm gonna wear it today and make sure that it still wears nicely and doesn't just look good in the beginning, and I will get back to you on how I think that feels at the end of the day. But other than that, it smells amazing. I think it's exactly the BB cream tinted moisturizer I've been looking for since I've been mixing my foundations with moisturizer anyways. So that's super exciting to me, and I'm so stoked for that. I like all the other products. I didn't really have a product today that I didn't like all that much, except for the concealers. I really didn't love the concealers, but you can't win them all, you know? And not a lot of things take the place of Shape Tape, to be honest, so they kind of were in a losing battle anyways. So that's my thoughts. I'm going to zoom you guys out, outro this bit, and get back to my day. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in and watching this first impression with me. I hope that it helped you decide if you're going to pick up some of these products or ditch them. If it were me, I'd definitely pick up the Backtalk palette and the Ultra HD Perfector from Makeup Forever. Those are my two favorites from this haul. And let me know what you guys want to see next. If you like this first impressions, if you want me to keep them coming, let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Just click that little button and you'll get notified when I post videos, which right now is about every Monday and Thursday. So that's it guys for me. I hope you have an awesome rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys later. Bye!